Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, EC Weston, coming at you live with 10 minutes. 10 minutes with EC. Thank y'all for tuning in. Of course, I'm coming to promote the show Thursday night. Make sure you tune in to the Lit TV show Thursday night, 7 p.m., right here on YouTube and Facebook. 7 p.m. Thursday night live. We have our special guest, Harold Lefty Williams, out of California with the Harlem Dreams. Gonna be live on the show, so make sure y'all tune in. But let me give you my quick 10 minutes because everybody wants to know what's my thoughts on where we are and what's all going on in the world. And when I say everybody, let me be clear. My circle's small. I'm not a celebrity. I don't have, millions and thousands of followers, but my circle is my circle, and they rock with me. So they want to know, what's your thoughts? Well, let me be clear with you guys. If you're going to ask me what my thoughts are, be prepared for my answer and don't be offended. To my white friends, and I have a lot of white friends, when you ask me how I feel and what's my thoughts on the current state of our country, don't be offended when I reply and my opinion does not fit your opinion. To my black friends, I have a lot of black friends. Do not be offended when I reply and my opinion don't line up with your opinion. I don't think like everybody thinks. Here's my thoughts, since y'all asked. I really believe that justice is necessary for all people. An injustice to one group of people is an injustice to everybody. However, I cannot get on the race baiting train. And hear me clearly, that is all that is ever going on. Does racism exist? Y'all, yes. Of course it does. However, I cannot get on the race baiting train. What do I mean by that? Let me ask y'all a question. I'm not even a celebrity. I'm not even that big of a person. I got a few followers. Let me come on live and say something that Facebook, YouTube, or any platform does not want put out, and they will shut me down while doing it live. So anything that comes out, hear me clearly, is allowed to come out. That's social media. Now let's go a little further. When it comes to the news, do y'all really believe that there's true journalism today? I'll pause. If you do, then this is going to offend you. There is no true journalism. Anything that shows up on the news has been allowed to be displayed on the news. Let's take it a little further. Do you really believe that a cop who's looking at the camera of the person recording them did not want to be recorded, did not notice they were being recorded, did not know that it was being put out? If they wanted to, and I've been in these situations where cops don't want you to record, listen, they'll make you leave the premises or make you cut your phone off or get further enough away where you can't get good footage. They'll do that, and then they'll fight you in court about your rights. They're not worried about your rights when it comes to a phone. They were not concerned about violating the person with the phone's rights. They weren't even concerned about the person, George Floyd, who they had pinned down by his neck. They weren't concerned about his rights. So it was not about anybody's rights. They realized it was going to be put out. This is just me talking because you asked my opinion. So I just cannot become a part of the race baiting agenda. Does racism exist? Yes. Well, let me be clear with you in my little 10 minutes. Greater than racism is capitalism. We live in a society where money speaks, not color. I know you believe that it's all about race. And let me say something to any of you who are racist that are listening to me right now. Anybody who's racist is truly ignorant. And here's what they're ignorant of. It is about capitalism. If you're poor, white, middle class white, and you have an issue but don't have enough money, you'll find out that they'll treat you just like a black person. So it has nothing to do with color. It has to do with capital. If you have enough money, you have a voice. If you have enough money, you can sit at any table. If you have enough money, you can make any problem go away. Simply, it is about money. And so I cannot afford to allow, and I heard somebody say this and I'm going to quote it, but I cannot afford to allow all the dope white people that I know be placed in a bucket or placed in a box and just be categorized as people that hate blacks, because that has not been my personal experience. Have I dealt with racism? I'm a black man. Of course I have. However, I cannot allow the media to determine my persona, or my perspective, I should say, when it comes to race. By the same token, I have a lot of policemen in my family. There's no way I can take cops and put them all in one box and say that cops are the problem. Here's the problem, in my personal opinion, humble opinion. Here's the problem. We are so driven by media, we don't know what is and what isn't. If they wanted to start a race war, it would not be difficult to do. Why? Because all we'd have to do is put out some footage. All we'd have to do is allow a few things to uprise or to cause an uprisal in the people. So, my personal opinion, I believe it's about capitalism, and we have to educate ourselves on that. Now, do we have to, at the same time, teach our young men how to maneuver, how to respond in situations, conflict resolution? Yes. Do we have rights, and should we fight for those rights? Yes. But that's done in a court of law, not on the side of a highway with a cop. And then sometimes, even then, it is a gross injustice that's being done to our people. And so I'm not naive to that. I'm just simply stating that I cannot allow my mindset to go there based on what the television tells me. And too many of us have done that. When you take pallets of rocks and you place them in areas that is going to be protest, I think you're instigating, or you're propagating what it is that you want to happen for whatever the agenda is. Now, I'm not talking conspiracy. I'm simply talking, we have to wake up, open up our eyes, and not be so emotionally driven by what we see. And so I'll leave that at that. So now, to my white friends, that was kind of really my black friends, who I'm sure are pissed off with, why, what do you mean? Why, you shouldn't be bringing up. And I'm not going to bring up what's going on in our own community, because that's not the time right now. But to my white friends, listen, now's not the time to ask blacks how they feel. Like, now's not the time. Like, that's not the time. Right now is not the time. And now's not the time to bring up all the cops who have been killed by black guys. Like, that is ignorance right now. Now's not the time to say all lives matter, because what you're saying, in essence, if you hear us saying Black Lives Matter and that offends you, then all lives matter simply means that you're not realizing that a black life is an all life. All lives is black lives as well. And when a person says Black Lives Matter, they're not saying that all lives don't. They're simply saying black lives do as well. So, to my white friends, if I offended you by that, I'm sorry. But there's something wrong when we try to do it the right way by taking a kneel at a football game, and you get so offended by that. And then when we're doing it the wrong way, now we're thugs. It's the same thing to me. I'm not making an excuse, because I don't think we should be rioting and looting and the stuff that we're doing. However, that's my little take in my 10-minute segment. Don't forget, tune in Tuesday night. We're talking about delay is not a denial. We'll have Harold Lefty Williams on the show with us. Phenomenal story, man, of how God has taken him from having the ability to dream dreams while awake. And I just ain't gonna tell a story, but you just gotta tune in. And so a delay is not a denial. You want to tune in and see that on Thursday night, 7 p.m., live here on Facebook and on YouTube. This has been your 10 minutes with your boy E.C. Weston. For those of you who I offended, God bless you. For those who I did not, God bless you. I ain't got no dog in the race. All right, I'm simply one voice, and you asked, so I gave it to you. Now, peace.